Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for June's theme I decided to do K-dramas, so grab some tea and get ready to fun with me. So for my font inspiration I use thefont.com, and it's a website where you can get different fonts to download, but I actually also use it for the fonts in my bullet journals because there's so many fonts on there and you can get creative with all the fonts that you can use in your bullet journals. So for my June cover page, I wanted to do Boys Over Flowers because it's the first drama I think of when I think K-dramas, and it was actually my first one, and it's the reason I got into K-dramas because of my sister. And I thought it would be cute to do a quick synopsis of each drama that I'm going to be using for all my spreads. So this one is about a working class girl, and she gets tangled up with this group of rich boys at her high school. And this group of rich boys is led by this bully, and this character is played by Lee Min-ho, and the group's name is F4. That's all I want to say about this drama because it's such a fun, well, it makes you cry too, but I really suggest you watch it if you haven't watched K-dramas before, or if you're a K-drama addict like me. And for the flowers, I was inspired by the flower emojis on the regular keyboard because it's one of my favorite emojis, and I thought it would make cute accents for all of my pictures. And for the black ink on all of my spreads, I'm using Faber-Castell, and for the bigger parts that need a lot of ink, I'm using the size B. And I love Faber-Castell because it doesn't transfer at all or smear any of my pages. And for color, I'm using Crayola Supertips because I usually use colored pencils because I like the detail that colored pencils give, but for bullet journals I find that colored pencils transfer very easily and I would get way too caught up in the details, so I'm just going to be using markers. And for Lee Min-ho's hair, I'm using a Tombow pen, and it actually came out much darker than I wanted because now you can't see the details I did for his curls, but usually the skin tone set that this marker was in comes off much more translucent, so I recommend using that set for people. Again, I'm just going in with my Crayola Supertips on the flowers. And then I'm using a darker pink for the insides of the flowers so it can pop out a little more. to the calendar page and I decided to insert this cute quote that was inspired by a sticker I saw on Redbubble, and it says eat, sleep, K-drama, repeat, and I thought with the quarantine that it would be a quirky little quote to put in for this month's theme too. By the way, I'm sorry if some of the zoom shots are getting a little blurry. This is my first time experimenting with this setup, so I apologize for some of the shots that are blurry. Calendar, I used a ruler so that I could mark each one 1 inch by 1 inch squares, and I did put in too many rows. I should have just put 4 or 5 for the 4 or 5 weeks in a month, but I ended up doing 7 by 7 because of the 7 days of the week. Now I'm just filling in the days of the week, and there are 30 days in June. Now I'm filling in the days of the week, and I'm just going to mark it with the initial for that day. Now we're on to the habit tracker spread, which is probably my favorite page out of the whole theme for this month. And I also didn't mention that under each header I'm writing the header in Korean because I thought it would be a cute little design to add to the spread. And also I'm trying to learn Korean currently as well. As you can see, the theme for this page is Coffee Prince, which is my all-time favorite K-drama, and this stars Gong-yoo, and he's probably another popular Korean actor that I love. And the synopsis of this one is that Gong-yoo is this irresponsible bachelor, and he ends up hiring this girl named Do-eun-chan, but she looks like a boy, so he hires her to be his pretend lover so his grandma will stop bothering him about marriage, but he doesn't know that she's a girl. So the story develops from there, and she starts working at his coffee shop. I really love the story, and it was the first gender bender drama that I watched, so it was really interesting to see how things unfolded. I also chose this theme for this spread specifically because I thought the little calendars would look cute in the coffee cups. I'm more of a tea drinker, but I stick to coffee since this is the theme of the K-drama. Now I'm going in and writing in all the days in each cup. I didn't mention earlier that I'm using an electronic eraser to erase all my pencil marks just so it looks a little bit cleaner. Again, I'm using the Faber-Castell in the size B to color in the lettering for this page. Then I'm going in with my Crayola Supertips to color in the leaves, and I decided to put leaves all around because the Coffee Prince Cafe has a bunch of trees surrounding it, and I thought it would be another cute addition to this page. It's actually still there as a cafe in Korea, and I really want to go see it when I'm able to travel there. Now I'm going in with different browns in the Tombow pens for the different coffees. And now I'm just inserting a little quote from Unchan that says, "Welcome to Coffee Prince," because she is the bright face of the cafe. I'm also inserting the headings for all the habits I want to track for this month. And now we're on to the monthly favorites page. And sneak peek, I also wanted to do a drama with Gong Yoo in it because I just love his dramas so much. I've probably watched all of them. And for this spread, I also wanted to compile all of my favorites, including books, film, recipes, and music, so I could just see it all on one page. And now the theme is revealed, so it's Goblin, and this was a recent one that I feel like became an instant classic because the story was so beautiful. And the quick synopsis of this one is that it's a fantasy romance about a modern day goblin who is played by Gong Yoo, and he wants to end his immortality, so he needs a human bride. And this part is played by Kim Go-eun. That's as much synopsis as I want to give because this one was such a beautiful story and I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't watched it. Crayola Supertip in red to color in her iconic red scarf. This is the scarf that Moontalk wore in all the beginning scenes of Goblin. Coloring in the flowers again. I think they just really made each page pop. I do intend on getting some washi tapes for next month so that most of my pages will pop even more. I'm starting to binge watch a bunch of journaling videos so I can get more ideas for my spreads to fill in the extra white spaces. I'm writing in all the headings for my monthly favorite topics, books, recipes, film, and music. I'm just drawing in a little divider. And that is the spread for my second page. So now I'm doing my weekly spread, and this one I like to keep relatively simple because I like to have lots of room to write notes, events, special memories from that day, and I try to write in something I'm grateful for every day. Flip through. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tag me if you recreate this theme on my art account at Yoka Art, and I'll hope I see you guys next time.